Celia, what is it we're cooking today?
Well, Ellen, welcome to my kitchen. Here we are. We're going to make a sugar-free, fat-free lemon cheesecake.
That sounds great.
I hope it is. First, I want to tell you that I began with a prepared pan, meaning I sprayed it with some cooking spray, and I made a crumb mixture here of graham crackers, a little bit of cinnamon, and a little bit of margarine.
And you just crumble those all up?
I crumble it all up in my food processor, and then I pat them into the bottom of the pan and up the sides just a little bit, okay, just so that the batter does not seep out. Some people like to bake their cookie crust. I like making the crust and putting it in the freezer.
How long do you leave it in the freezer?
As long as it takes to make the batter, the filling of the cheesecake, which is not too long.
Okay.
And then,
now, well, wait a minute. Now, when you put this in the pan, you just use your hand to make sure that it's smooth all over?
I usually like to use either a piece of saran wrap and smooth it down completely, so the crumbs don't get into your nails or into your skin, and you're not, you know, using an unsanitary way of doing this. Or I use a surgical glove, and I pat it in here. But you know, like myself, I am totally blind, so I'd really try to go around all the edges, make sure that they're firmly in there, as you see, or as you can tell, I'm sure. And then I pat it down through the middle and all around the sides, just to make sure it's an even Steven type of deal here, okay?
Okay.
And that's about it. Like I say, it's prepared now, so then we'll go on to the next step, which is making our cheese mixture.
Now, what kind of a utensil is this that you have over here?
This is my food processor, and into the food processor, what I'm going to do, I'm going to add in here 3 8-ounce packages of no-fat cream cheese. It can be made with low fat, as well as like I'm making it here with no fat. And you want to make sure that your cream cheese is room temperature, because it's easier to make your batter up quicker. And I find when you have room temperature products, your baking is much more successful, okay, instead of making it from a cold product.
Now, when you put that in there, you just kind of centered the bowl over the
I center it over, exactly.
And then kind of scraped it in with your hands, so you
with my gloved hand, okay, or you can use it with a spatula as well.
But the trick is to make sure that it all goes inside the food processor.
Yeah, and I'm very tactile with my food, and so I like to touch it as well, and I'll change out gloves every so often. Even in my own kitchen, I'll make hamburgers or what do you call it, meatloaf, anything that I've got to get my fingers into, or bread dough. I love working with bread dough. There, okay, Celia. Put this on. We'll process that, and then a few minutes or seconds, as the case may be.
Now, how do you know when you got your food processor together right? Is it just a matter of knowing your piece of equipment?
You have to know your piece of equipment, and this will not turn on unless it's locked in place. Because, watch, I'll turn the lid off, and it turns off, because that's safety, the safety feature of it. That way you don't get hurt. You stick your hand in, it's not going to go on.
Okay, so now we got the cream cheese in there in the food processor.
That's right.
What's up next?
Okay, the next thing we're going to do, we're going to stop it. We are going to take our sour cream.
1 cup of no-fat sour
cream. No fat.
Are we sure it's sour enough?
Oh, honey, it's so sour. It's okay, we've got the sour cream. Oops. Okay, that'll go a little bit. Then next we'll add our eggs.
Okay, now you pre-measured them?
I pre-measured them.
And they're all in bowls that are a slightly different shape so that you can recognize them.
I know. Okay, next we'll put in here 4 large eggs, if you're going to use it as a regular recipe. Pour in our egg beaters.
How much egg beater do you use?
Okay, 1/4 cup of egg beaters is equal to 1 large egg, okay?
Okay.
And so we use 4 eggs or 1 cup of egg beaters. Okay, let that go. And next I'm going to be adding my lemon juice and my lemon zest. This is going to be a trick, okay?
You just took the little plunger out of the top, right?
Exactly.
And now you're using both your hands to center the lemon juice container
the little
over
bowl,
the top.
Right. Let that go. Then I'll stop it again just to add the lemon zest into the mixture.
What is lemon zest?
Lemon zest is when you take a lemon and you rasp off the yellow part of it, okay? So make sure we got it all. And we let it go, and then we just have 1 more ingredient to add. Okay, let that go. I'm going to need the sugar which I believe you have on that
I
side.
certainly do. I have this big square container of pre-measured.
2 cups of sugar substitute.
Okay.
Okay, now, would you like to pour that in for me?
And you just want me to kind of
all
scatter
around.
this
Yes,
over in here?
please.
All right. And this was done with 2 cups of sugar substitute.
Yes, or
to
2
keep
cups
the-
of sugar. Thank you. And you hear the sound change too. There's a
little
difference
bit,
in the
yes.
sound. And when this bakes up, you have a nice light lemony fragrance in the air. So if your kitchen is a little stinky, it smells it up nicely, you know? This is pretty much the way we want it. Yeah. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. Okay, and then another thing we have to remember, take out the cup. I put
Okay.
my center finger down the middle to hold the blade into the bowl.
So you don't dump the blade out when you dump the contents
There
out.
you go. And then I try to figure where the middle is here, and then I pour out.
Okay. And the trick is to get it all inside the pan.
Oh, well, I hope so. Most of the times I make it. Sometimes I drip, but hey, I don't get any complaints about the taste of the cheesecake.
Well, it's all part of cooking in the kitchen.
There it is.
See, now there's an advantage to having those guide dogs.
You think?
Saves cleanup time.
Yep.
You know,
But
you get a Labrador with a big wide tongue, he gets the middle of the floor. You get a little dog with like a Doberman with a pointed tongue, they get in the corners.
Oh, really? Gee. Oh. Now, for the sake of time and travel, etc., we would put this into a 350-degree oven for 1 hour and 15 minutes. Once it comes out, it cools for half an hour on a rack. Then I add to the top, as it's cooling, about a cup of lemon curd and spread that all around. And then I refrigerate that overnight.
What is
And
lemon curd?
lemon curd is a mixture of sugar and eggs and all kinds of good things. You can cook over a double boiler, but to make things easier, I just recently found lemon curd in the store. So you can buy the lemon curd and
Like
pour
in
it
a
on top.
can or something?
In a jar.
In a jar, okay.
Mhm. And now, Alan, we have our finished product. If
Yes,
you'd like to
we
bring it
do.
over.
Out of our magic oven.
Ooh.
Oops. There we are.
The no-fat, no-sugar lemon cheesecake with the lemon curd on top. And sometimes it's pretty to scatter some raspberries on top just for the contrast and color. Or the other thing I'll do is not make the lemon curd, but I'll make a fruit compote, so to speak, with berries and a little bit of sugar substitute and lemon juice. And as you serve the pieces, some people do like the fruit, some don't, so you can have it either way.
Thank you, Celia. That's a
You've been
wonderful.
very helpful.
Thank you. That's a wonderful cake.
Thank you.
Celia's fat-free, sugar-free lemon cheesecake. Ingredients: 1 cup crushed graham crackers, 3 tablespoons soft low-fat spread, 2 tablespoons sugar-free sweetener, 1 teaspoon cinnamon, 3 8-ounce packages of no-fat cream cheese at room temperature, 1 16-ounce container fat-free sour cream, 1 cup egg substitute, 2 tablespoons fresh lemon juice, 1 tablespoon lemon zest, 2 cups sugar substitute, 1 cup lemon curd. Place crackers in food processor, add sugar substitute and cinnamon and blend well. Add low-fat spread and mix well. Pour into 9-inch greased spring-form pan. Spread on bottom of pan. Refrigerate. In food processor, mix cream cheese until smooth. Add sour cream and egg substitute. Blend well. Add zest and juice. Continue to blend. Add sugar substitute. Blend well until smooth. Pour mixture into prepared pan. Bake at 450 degrees for 30 minutes, and then at 350 degrees for 45 minutes until top is golden brown. Remove from oven. Let cool 1/2 hour. Pour 1 cup of lemon curd on top. Refrigerate 8 hours or overnight. Serves 8 to 10 generous portions.